Your higher self is trying to get your attention. I'm going to give you 8 signs of this so that you know what to look for. It will be great if you can stay till the end, because I'm going to give you an amazing way of how to connect and speak to your spirit. We come into this world with a chosen amnesia, so that we can choose the adventures we go on within the limits of this 3D world. Learning to connect with your spirit, your higher self, is part of awakening to yourself. It's part of the universe waking up to itself. What are the signs that your higher self wants to communicate with you? Let's first look at the question. The simplest way for you to understand the concept of the higher self is to see it as the totality of your spirit. The spirit that is bigger than the spirit that is only in the human avatar. That is the spirit, the self that knows what you set out to achieve when you decided to come to this planet. It is the self that knows what your soul wants. It knows what your soul wanted to experience when you came to this earth. It knows your desires, but the higher self will never deny you to use your free will to make decisions. It is not intrusive. It is guiding you. It is watching over you. It yearns for your awakening so that you will become fully conscious. So there are numerous ways your higher self will give signals to you. In the first place, as we start to vibrate in alignment with our higher self, our emotions that don't feel good is a very easy way to know when we are not in alignment with the higher self. If you have peace and joy and that beautiful stillness, no matter what is happening around you, that is your higher self's presence. This is the perspective that the higher self has, that you now acquired. And that is what helps you to become a master of your emotions, as you can use them to lead you directly on the path that you want to go, what your higher self knows is best for you. So you know it's a green light if you feel happy and joyful and inspired and passionate, and a red light if you are stressed, angry, full of fear, resentment, and all the lower vibrational emotions. A second sign that your higher self is trying to get your attention is when you feel a bigger need to meditate, because meditation strengthens your bond with the higher realms. That is why you are starting to have this urge to meditate more and more. Thirdly, your higher self might put signs and symbols on your path which has specific meaning for you. In the fourth place, you might have dreams that brings messages to you. The dreams are dreams you remember. So I would advise you to keep a dream journal at your bed, so that you can write your dreams down and examine the symbols. Look into the emotions of the dream, because dreams are a connection to the higher dimensions. In the fifth place, there are synchronicities and people appearing in your life just at the right moment. You can refer back to my video about synchronicities. I will put a link in the description. In the sixth place, the higher self, which I sometimes refer to as the higher mind, can guide you through your thoughts. These thoughts that you get bypass the logical mind. Sometimes people describe it as inspiration, as an idea that they suddenly got, and they say, I don't know where that came from. These thoughts can guide us to our true purpose, to our highest fulfillment. When you are aware, you will be able to discern between the thoughts driven by the egoic mind. These thoughts are the thoughts driven by fear and doubt versus the thoughts that comes from the higher mind and that which inspires you. In the seventh place, the higher mind might lead us to solitude, to become still so that we can hear the voice of our spirit, and also, in some cases, to break the bonds with people who might hinder our awakening. This is not a punishment. Periods of solitude is needed for us to hear our spirit and to fully awaken. Connecting with your higher self will bring about profound transformation in your life. So finally, the last sign that your higher self is trying to connect with you is heightened intuition. Intuition is that feminine energy that guides us without the interference of the rational mind. When you feel the connection with your intuition more intensely, it is a sign that your higher self tries to connect with you, to communicate with you. Sometimes we react to things happening intuitively without even knowing it. But there are ways that we can connect deeper with our intuition, and my next video will be about that. It is here where I want to bring in an exercise or a way that you can talk to your spirit. It is Sonia Choquette who developed this way where you connect with your spirit or your higher self and ask yourself questions and get the answers intuitively. So it will be great if you can do the exercise immediately after this, and then in the comments let me know the answers. For those of you who feel like sharing it, it would be wonderful. So you sit relaxed, and first you get your attention away from everything around you by just notice 3 things around you, like your sweater or your watch or your cat on the chair or whatever. So 3 things. That will bring your attention here and now. And then you are going to breathe in 3 times and breathe out 3 times. For the breath in, you do it through the nose with your tongue at the roof of your mouth. So inhale and out like blowing out candles. And then you do that a second time. The third time you also inhale with your tongue at the roof of your mouth. But when you exhale, Sonia calls it going down the slide. You release that sound. You will feel immediately calm and present and ready to speak to your spirit. The first thing that you can do is to give your spirit then a name. It will come naturally. And then you can also answer the question, what does your spirit want? What does your spirit love? That's the first 2 questions. Now, what happens when you have given your spirit a name? It is easier to connect with your higher self and your spirit. And you will find that you start talking to yourself. And that is talking to your higher self. The more you communicate with your higher self, the more you will hear the voice of your higher self. And this is part of awakening to yourself. developing this intuition, this connection with your higher self, it will allow you to be who you want to be, your most authentic, creative self. All the other influences are bypassed by your higher mind, your higher self. So you can tap into who you truly are, and that is what takes over. And you will find that later you will identify as your spirit. Thank you for listening. If the video resonated with you, I invite you to like and subscribe to my channel and leave a comment below if you want to share your thoughts. Maybe you want to share your spirit name and what your spirit loves. That would be great. My spirit name is Sophia, and she loves to give love to others. I'm sending you my infinite love till I speak to you again in the next video. Goodbye.